I was in my room all alone. Uh, in my house, in my house in Lagos. I was just there all alone. I was heartbroken. I was shattered. That was uh, that was a few days after I lost my son, my first son. Um, I was knocked out, just in my room, down. I couldn't understand why it happened, and I just couldn't understand. I was all alone. I was all alone in my room, shattered. And then God spoke to me.
Welcome once again to this channel. I want you to pay attention to what Edochie has to say. As you heard, he wants to tell us what happened to his son. He wants to tell us what God told him. You know, there have been a lot of back and forth on social media as regards the RIP of May and Edochie's son. Edochie said 2023, the year he lost his son, is the best year of his life. And May responded by saying 2023 stole his flesh and blood. And the response of Edochie was that May stole the sympathy, empathy of his fans and everyone, and that she went to do some beauty surgery. Well, this didn't go down well. He had to take it off, and many other things happened. And one of the things that happened is Edochie coming forward to proclaim himself as a minister of God. He said he has a call of God on him. One or two pastors claim this is true, but they said this is not the way to go about it, that there are certain things that needs to be put right. And one of those things that needs to be put right is Edochie's marriage. If Edochie had divorced May for one reason or the other, that would have been a different topic. That would have been a different talk entirely. But he wanted polygamy. And you know, in the New Testament, there are doctrines, principle for you as a pastor, as a bishop. Well, presently, Edochie wants to tell us about Kambili, and that is important for us to listen to, because this exactly was what prompted analysts such as me to come out to speak, to dig deep into the person of Edochie and who Jude Austin is. Like and share this video, tap on the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and to encourage this channel to do more, you can tap on the thanks button. Let us get right into it.
I heard that voice. The voice came in. God said a couple of things to me. First one, he said, "My son, don't think I don't love you. I love you. I've always loved you, and I'll always love you. But I have my reason for letting this happen." That was the first thing God said to me. He said, "My son, I love you. I've always loved you, and I'll always love you. But I have my reason for allowing this to happen." That was the first thing he said. And then he said, "You will not understand why this is happening now. At this point in your life, you will not understand. But in time to come, you will understand." That was what God told me. The second thing he said, You will not understand now why, but in time to come, you will understand. Of course, I kept on listening. Then he said again, he said, my son, you need the pain. He said, I'm taking you somewhere. I'm taking you on a journey. And because of the journey I'm taking you on, you need the pain. The pain you're passing through right now is part of the process. That was what God told me. He said, my son, you need the pain. I'm with you, but you need the pain. Then he said, give me praise. God told me, he said, all times, in all situations, give me praise. You don't know why I let it happen. You don't know what could have happened, but trust me and give me praise. That's not all. God also said to me, he said, my son, it's okay to cry. It's okay. Cry. Cry it all out. But when you're done, get up and keep moving. God said to me, it's okay to cry. Cry all you can. But when you're done crying, wipe your tears and get up and move on. Soldier on. You are a soldier. You're one of my soldiers. Get up and move on and keep moving. Don't stop. And he also said to me, God said to me, all the things happening in your life right now, it's all your destiny. All of them. Everything happening in your life. There's actually nothing you can do about it. It's all your destiny. You need the process for you to get to where I am taking you to. You need the process. It's all your destiny. But he said one very interesting thing as well. He said, yes, it's your destiny, but it's not about you. It's about me, your God. That was what God said to me. He said, everything happening in your life right now is your destiny. That's how it's designed to be. But it's not for me, it's not for me. He said, it is for him, God. He said it's for him. He said, I will not understand now, but in due time, I will. And then he said, I'm taking you on a journey. You're going to have a ministry. You are going to start a ministry. I've always chosen you as one of my soldiers. You're going to have a ministry where you will talk to the world about me. You're going to have a ministry where you will tell the whole world about me, your God, and you will tell them exactly what I tell you. That time will come. So in summary, when I lost my son, first God said to me, I love you. Don't think I don't love you. I love you very much. I've always loved you. But you must get up and keep going. What happened? I allowed it for a reason. You will not see the reason now, but in due time, you will. He said to me, in all situations, give me praise. You don't know what could have happened. You don't know if it could have been worse. Trust me and give me praise. He told me it's okay to cry. But when you're done crying, get up and keep going. You have work to do. And then God said to me as well, you need the pain. God said, I am taking you on a journey. My son, I'm taking you on a journey. And for that journey, you need this pain. The pain that you're passing through right now because of the loss of your son. I understand the pain, but you need the pain. That was what God said. He told me that I need the pain for where I'm heading to. So I want to speak to you today. You, wherever you are, listening to me, watching me today, you who is going through pain, maybe you lost someone very dear to you, or you lost something very dear to you, or you're going through a very difficult time in your life. I want to speak to you today. I've been there.
I've been there. I've been there. I've been there. That's Edochie. He is a pastor, motivational speaker, and he's using the experience of his life to reach to you and you and you out there. Maybe you have found something worth listening to in what Edochie said. But what I would tell you is this. Somehow it seems people are beginning to listen to Edochie. They are beginning to buy into Edochie. Edochie took time to peruse. It took time to study. It took time to search inwards. And he realized that regardless of anything in this world, there is something that Africans, Nigerians hold dearly. Religion, not just Nigerians, a lot of people, but let us focus on Africans. Regardless of where you are, as long as you have that brown skin, there is this kind of religiosity that lives inside of us. I'm not saying everyone, but I'm just trying to say, you know what I mean. Edochie knows that regardless of what you think about him, adultery, fornication, sinner, polygamy, whatever, wicked man, whatever you think of him, immediately he begins to present himself this way. He knows that he will have people that will listen to him. He knows that he will have people that will reduce their stones, hurtful, correction, admonition. He knows that people will stop. Now it will be words of encouragement, pity, and empathy. Do not forget that he made it clear that me took all of this from him. The most important, pity, empathy. Like, you have taken this, you want people to hate me. You want people to dislike me. That's what you've been working for. And I've kept quiet all this while. That was his outburst. Even if it is Judy Austin that wrote it, it is still the same thing as Edochie writing it, because it was done on his page. So now Edochie is saying that he has been there. He has been there. God told him. Do not forget that these are the exact words of many pastors that many of you listen to. God told me. God spoke to me. God said. I'm not saying God does not speak. I'm not saying God does not, conversate with people. I'm not saying that the Holy Spirit does not do so. I'm not saying that angels do not do so. I'm not saying so. But these are the exact words. Do not forget that Edochie has done this for many years. Is either he's a priest, a pastor, or he knows how to express different roles. He knows. So he has come out to speak, but there is a problem here. You see, the problem Edochie has, although minimal, as time goes on, if he continues and keeping on, watch. A pastor is going to invite Edochie to his church to speak. Just watch. That's what's going to happen next. A pastor is going to invite Edochie to his church to speak. Watch and watch. That is what is going to happen, because what Edochie needs, this is a part that you just need to sit back and understand the way things are done, the way the church operates. What it needs now is credibility. He needs credibility. That's what he needs now. He has shown himself, presented himself as a pastor. He has started with these words. First Sunday, he had a lot of views. There are some pastors who do not even have that number of views. So the next thing Edochie will need to do is to associate, and that is the credibility, association. So he will need to associate himself with another pastor. He will be given the mic, he will be given the podium or the stage or the pulpit. He will speak, and spend 30 minutes encouraging people and saying certain things and say, regardless of what people throw at you, use the stones, turn it into lemons. Show to the world that the God that you serve does not see you the way men and women see you. Let the world know that God, those type of, this is how he's going to speak. The truth be told, I'm not using Edochie as a reference now. Not at all. The truth be told, the way God sees us and deals with us is quite different most of the times. I'm not saying always. I'm not saying in totality. That's it. From how others perceive you or judge you or think that this is this and this is that. That is the truth. That is the truth. Because God looks at intent. But in the case of you, Edochie, it might be that he has a call. Well, let us see how this will play out to be. He claimed that he doesn't know anything at the beginning. He wrote this, that he had nothing to do with the RIP of his son, unlike what people have insinuated, that he sacrificed his son. The thing is if he did, is it possible for him to come out to say so? Now, a prophetess claimed that she spoke to Yul Edochie earlier before this and said, Yul, there is an attack on your son. And there is also a covenant that you must be careful not to be involved in. Do not do this. Do not do this. Do not get involved, because your son will be taken. And your son will be taken via a channel that is called water spirit. Do not accept. Do not allow. Do not agree. And also that, you have a call, but there are ways about it. You must first return back to your first base. And then begin this journey into that you are called to fulfill. Did a pastor call Yul Edochie? Did God call Yul Edochie? Sometimes people will tell you have a call, you have a call. Yeah, it is good for them to tell you about it. But always tell them, if God called me, let him tell me. So at the end of the day, when problems or challenges or issues come up, don't say the prophet, the pastor, the evangelist said that you called me. Let it be, but you called me. This is what you told me. This is what you showed me. And you proved to me 2-3 times. You gave me signs. That is how it's supposed to be, isn't it? I've seen people, drop Bible scriptures and they have admonished. Some have corrected. Yul Edochie say, no, they don't believe in this, your call. You are not called. You're hungry and you want to join the scamming cartel. You already know that the best and the easiest way to get into the hearts of people or to make money for yourself is by saying that God called you. And since you are, you have this ability to speak and to say, all you need is just know a few Bible verses and speak words of, comfort to people. By so doing, you will become a pastor. And to now top the icing, just get some spiritual ability here and there. And that's it. Nothing more, nothing less. What are your thoughts about this one? Drop your comment, like, and share. See you in the next update.